measure, pin, cut and sew, he who once was a high-fashion tailor is now hard at work behind the Vatican City walls, customizing cardinals, cassocks and Swiss Guards uniforms. It's been 22 years since Ety Cicioni has been handcrafting clerical garments.
I enjoy greatly the tailor environment, and this also because I dedicate so many hours to it, but it's never burdensome. I love this work, the way it is carried out.
From a small town in central Italy, Ety started working with a needle and thread when he was 17 years old and began his profession in women's fashion. Initially, he wasn't keen on working as the Vatican's tailor due to its antiquity and an 8-kilo iron, which is more than 16 pounds. But through a series of events and some updates to the equipment, Ety finds himself today customizing Vatican garments for many clerics. With the help of assistant Carmelo Candido and some dedicated hand-stitching and embroidery by seamstresses from his hometown, the job gets done. Contrary to high fashion, the work is repetitive yet prosperous.
The difference is enormous, because the world of high fashion changes continuously, and so there are fast-moving novelties. In the Swiss Guard world, as well as that of cassocks, such as that of a cardinal, we have been doing these things for centuries, and hence things remain the same, changing only in terms of quality.
Ety has made about 50 cardinals' cassocks, which can take up to 4 days to make and costs around $1,500 a piece, each using Italian scarlet silk. He spends some time explaining the fine details of each cassock.
Here we have the mozzetta, the rochette and the cassock. The mozzetta is the symbol of a cardinal, just as the color purple for a bishop. The rochette is used for various functions. This is quite a simple one. Usually it's in lace. And underneath is the cassock, which is made in different colors. In this case of a cardinal, it's red, purple for bishops, and black for ordinary priests, but generally the basis is always the same.
And Ety, as you just explained to me, there's so much symbolism in this costume. The color, the red, representing the blood that a cardinal would shed to defend his faith. And then these buttons, there are 33 buttons, and they represent the age at which Jesus Christ was crucified. After years of creating and altering the church's historical vestments, it not only expanded his professional career, but also his spiritual growth.
Whatever is made, whether for the guards, the vestments of a cardinal, a bishop or simple priests, we need to understand that they symbolize the church. When dressed in a cassock, people recognize that the priest represents the church.
Instead of seeing his work on runways or magazines, Ety witnesses his creations in a different way.
When I go around and see people stopping the priest because he's dressed in a cassock, I say that we've tailored something that draws them to the church. For me, really, this is the important thing. Another thing that I note is the love that goes into making them.
Over the years, Ety has been fortunate enough to meet the popes he's been serving. Pope John Paul II gave Ety and his wife their wedding blessing. Pope Benedict XVI baptized one of his children, and he's met Pope Francis twice. Through his passion for tailoring and love for the church, it's a work like no other.